business I started, officially Elephant Digital Marketing. So basically, I act as a consultant. So I find small businesses, I get to know what it is that they do, and I go through many questions with them to understand their situation. And I treat everyone differently. Not every business is the same. It's not one size fits all model. So I get to know them really well, and then I put together customized programs for them, and then I'll actually help them execute the program, whether it's them using their resources or working on it together. I'm very flexible with that. So that's basically what I'm doing now. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You'll hear that all the time, and I feel like that's just an excuse. That's an excuse that people tell you if you can't find a job. It's an excuse you'll tell yourself. We need to stop with these excuses and look at the reality of how things are really happening. So the way I look at it is it's who you get to know, and it's how you show what you know. For me, that's always been the #1 success in starting new business with someone or finding a job, is just being myself, getting to know people. It's not about me, it's about the person I'm talking to. And out of curiosity, that person will pick your brain, not even knowing that they're interviewing you for a job or interviewing you to take on more business. And because they see you know what you're talking about, and you genuinely care about the other person, they'll want to work with you. And one person equals many more connections. You may show up to a house party and there's only 5 people there, and think, oh, this is boring. There's not enough people to talk to or whatever. But that one person that you meet knows so many other people, and you never know where one connection will lead to the other. And networking is done everywhere. It's not just going to some school event or work event and doing networking. Be open to go anywhere, and you'll see where your connections can take you. Recruiters. I found recruiters came in handy when I was in the floral industry at Hoffland. That's how I found that job. Just being on LinkedIn, recruiters are able to see your background, your skills, and a lot of the time they'll just search certain skills or experience that they're looking for, and they'll come to you. So I had a lot of recruiters coming to me just by being on LinkedIn. And looking at other recruiters too. There's people that I've worked with in the past, and I saw that they moved on to other positions, and some of the people I knew were in recruiting agencies. So I'm like, okay, this is a company I've never heard of. So I went to some recruiting agencies. Not only are they helpful to find you more connections, they also will give you great tips on resumes. A lot of tips that I haven't heard before. Like, they're up to date with what's working with resumes. To me, I thought it was common sense, the basic computer skill knowledge. So in the beginning, I wasn't putting that, like, certain skills on there. But things that are common sense to a lot of us in this room aren't to other people. So having a lot of those computer skills on your resume, and something that's interesting that I learned from a recruiter was that on resumes, they like to see stats. So if you managed a group of volunteers, how many did you manage? Do you have the results? So whatever you work on now, if you can take note of the results of what the company is doing, and especially a project that you're working on, find out those results, because that comes in handy when you're graduating and you need to update that resume. So I found the recruiters were very helpful for that. And just being human. So an interview should just be like any other conversation. It shouldn't be like an interrogation. I've been into interviews where the other people, they're very about the paper, and it just sounds like an interrogation, and there's no like room flexibility. A lot of the time, those aren't the people that I want to work with. I want someone that's human. Like, let's have a real conversation and really get to know each other's skills. So it's just being relaxed and being human, which is what I find works best. Just be yourself.